Hey peeps, my name is Vortex, aka the King Pun, and welcome to a brand new Vanilla Plus Survival Series, Episode 1. Typically, a survival series would start on day 1 of the world. I am anything but typical, so truth be told, this world is actually going to be starting day 591 into the world. This means I've spent almost 600 in-game days, or 200 hours in this world as of the recording of this video. The point of this series is to create a wide sprawling world based primarily around mega builds. This can vary from builds like mountain ranges, castles, cities, and really anything my brain can come up with. For those of you who might be new to my channel, I am a builder, and with Minecraft being such an open world sandbox game, there's really no limits to what I can create other than my own imagination. But with that being said, I can set my own limits on the world. So for this world, I'll be turning off fire, tick, mob griefing, and phantoms, because I want to make sure that all the beautiful things I build in this world stay the beautiful way I made them. The last thing I want to mention is that with this being a Vanilla Plus world, over time we'll be adding a small amount of fabric mods to this world, just to keep things fresh. For example, the first mod that we have added is Croptopia. This mod allows us to have so many different new types of crops and foods we can make, so we can make some beautiful farms and have a lot of fun making a lot of the different recipes along the way. So make sure you leave a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a future video of our journey in this massive mega world. With that explanation out the way, let's get cracking. As previously mentioned, guys, obviously we're almost 600 days into this world. That means I've already beaten the dragon. I've actually got full enchanted netherite armor, full enchanted tools. I'm basically all set up to do these mega projects that I want to work on. That being said, actually, now I think about it, I have actually defeated the dragon 20 times total, because I need every single one of the portals to be open from our first mega project we're going to be working on. And that project is Project Elder City, which is essentially a giant terraform custom end island with a giant elder enderman skeleton in the middle with multiple arms, which is holding up a custom end city. So the first thing we actually need to do, because I plan to flood the main end island, so I'm going to need a whole lot of glass. And the best way to get glass is by getting some sand. And I need to collect shulker boxes and shulker boxes of this stuff. As in, this is just a sort of small portion of what I've got so far. And that's nowhere near enough. Luckily enough, I have this massive super smelter which has 20 furnaces per side, but I must admit I'm running out of fuel for them. So I think the first thing we should properly do is actually start to make a proper fuel source for this thing. And I think the best fuel source we can use for this thing is probably going to be buckets of lava. And with the brand new update, we actually have a lovely new way to actually automatically generate lava with dripstone. So I've actually got a few materials together at the minute, and we are going to go and get some dripstone, and then we're going to try and make ourselves some automated lava. Hey all, Timelapse Tex here. For this small build, I decided to use the back of the super smelter's building as the area where we're actually going to keep our lava farms. So what I decided to try doing first of all was actually fix up some of the terraforming around, because the back of the, I must admit, the back of the building looked a little bit worse for wear. So after using some dirt and fixing some of these areas, I decided to start clearing out some of the trees so we could have a decent enough area to build in. Once the trees were all taken down, I went back in with a bit more dirt to fix up the area a little bit more before we were ready to start actually building this lava farm. First thing I did was put down some stone brick walls with some fences on top of them, and then some stone brick walls on top of those to use as support pillars. I then put cauldrons along the bottom and decided to put dripstone blocks above it to be the block that the actual pointed dripstone would attach to. I then used glass blocks to create a window around the front so I could see the lava from the outside, and decided to then cover over the top after I'd put the lava in with stone bricks. I've repeated this 2 more times, so I had a total of 3 chambers to give it a start. Now it's daytime again. As you can see, we have our 3 chambers in place, and as you can see, they're slowly but surely creating more lava for us. Now, this probably will take a while for them to start filling up properly, but over time we will upgrade these, make them bigger, and just make them better for us in the long run. But this is a good start for now. The main thing I need to do now is start to collect a lot of black dye so I can actually start turning the glass I have into black stained glass, because that's what we're going to need for the end island. As you can see, I've already got a bunch already, but obviously a lot of the glass is still very much just normal glass. So let's go squid farming. This would also be a good point in the video to mention that I also stream over on Twitch, so feel free to go and follow me over there, because I stream this world a lot more over there. Also, there will be links to my Discord down in the description as well. We're more than happy to have you, so feel free to go and join the Discord down below. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below as well if you want to see more and what you want to see me build next. After 10 to 15 minutes of grinding, I've managed to get myself 5 stacks of ink sacks, which should get me a whole bunch of black glass, because luckily enough, 8 glass around a singular ink sac will turn that into 8 black glass, so you don't actually need quite as much ink sac as you might think you might do. Well, now that we have all the black dye that we're going to need for the minute, we can actually start working on our project. I have currently 5 shulker boxes here with me, and below us is our lovely terraformed end island, which actually, as you can see, is probably a considerable amount bigger than a typical end island. Well, just to sort of preface this, if you actually look into the items, I've actually mined 132,000 end stone to make this island so far, and I've only used 107,000 of it. To say the least, it's a large island. Well, now that we have all that we need, let's get ourselves into a time lapse and get some of this progress done. With that all in place, we have now 5 shulker boxes of glass placed down, and we have done just under a quarter of the island. And with that being done, we have now in this video completed a lava farm. We have also then gone ahead and gathered a bunch more ink so we can collect our glass. We have then used that glass to start building up the edge around our end island. And to me, that seems like a very good amount of progress to end off this first episode. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And with all that being said, make sure you keep your chin up, don't let the crown fall, and I will see all of you loyal subjects in the next one.